All right, so today I've got something a little bit different for you guys. I actually have this kind of bizarre guitar from a company called Mogabi. And these guitars that they make, yes, this is a guitar. There's a guitar inside here. It is a travel guitar. So the idea is that it can get packed down into this tiny little case. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up, just kind of show you. I'm gonna show you like all the goodies that come with it a little bit later. There's a bag full of a bunch of stuff here. We also got a strap and this power adapter. Okay, so inside, let's see if I can kind of show you here. Basically, everything's just folded down, and what you get inside the bag is this. Here, let me remove the piece of styrofoam there. So, this is what the guitar packs down into, and then this piece just folds out. I can lock it in place, and this is our guitar already. And we'll go ahead and we'll put on the top arm, and they just click right into place. So this one here is the top one, like that, super sturdy. And then the other one here goes on the bottom, just like that. And all of a sudden, we've got a full-blown guitar. So these guitars came about through a Kickstarter campaign, and you actually have a choice between a nylon-string classical style version of this guitar and a steel string standard acoustic version. And I actually have the nylon string version here as well. And there's kind of 1/2 big differences between the two. So towards the end of the video, I'm gonna grab that one and kind of show you the difference. This one here is the steel string. And just acoustically, so I'm not activating any of the electronics, it sounds like this. So the first feature that I want to talk about is this big thing right here. And this is essentially a Bluetooth speaker and a regular speaker, but it's really, really cool. So it's built into the guitar. And what I can do is I can turn the guitar on, and obviously I've got different volume levels, and I only have the one microphone that I'm talking into. So everything that you hear is coming out of this speaker and just being picked up by my one room microphone here. So basically we're getting a recorded tone from the guitar, and then it's just coming out through the speaker. Now it does sound a little bit stale, so something you can do is you can add some reverb. So this knob right here, this red knob, allows you to turn on a little bit of reverb. Let's add even a little bit more. Okay, so the guitar has a few different modes that you can choose from. Right now we are in guitar mode, which essentially is when you play, it's just the guitar that's gonna come out of the speaker. Now, if we were to change this mode knob here, we could go to Bluetooth mode, and this essentially just turns this thing into a Bluetooth speaker. So if I were to play now, you can hear none of the guitar itself is coming through the speaker, but I can connect a mobile device, any type of device that you can connect to a Bluetooth speaker, you can connect here. And if I were to hit play on a song, it's pretty loud. So if you're just hanging out with friends, listening to music or something like that, it's nice to be able to have that option. But then what you can do as well is there's a mix of both modes. So if I were to turn the mode knob one more time, I would end up in mix mode. And this essentially just combines the two. So I can have the Bluetooth going. So if I want to play along to a song from my phone, I can have that going. And then at the same time, I can have the guitar coming through the speaker as well. So the next thing I want to talk about here is the line out. And that's just for if you want to kind of do things more traditionally. So if you want to go directly into your audio interface or into like a DI box, into a PA system, and use this like an acoustic electric guitar. And this is a good point to actually show you all the IO on the guitar. So we'd have a power jack, we have a line out, which is what we're going to look at next. We have earphone, which is just headphones. You can plug headphones directly into this. And then you also have data here, and this just allows you to plug USB-C in. It allows you to, when you save your recordings on this, because this thing has a built-in recorder, you're actually able to store those files on here, and then you can transfer them to a device or a computer or whatever else. Now you'll notice that for the line out, we don't have a typical 1/4 inch jack like we would for a guitar. And they do this so that they can kind of save space here. Obviously they're trying to make this thing as compact as possible. So the guitar does come with the correct adapter, which is just an 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch little adapter, so you can plug a guitar cable into it. So we use this little guy right here. And like I said, this comes with the guitar. We'll plug this into the line out. And when we do this, now I'm gonna just move this back over to regular guitar mode. It's going to mute the speaker. So our speaker is no longer active when the line out is plugged in, but it does allow us to go directly into the computer, which is what I'm going to do next. So the next thing I want to talk about here is the onboard recording function. And basically it just allows you to very quickly and easily record your ideas. I believe it's something like 32 gigabytes of storage. So there's tons of storage. So this isn't really going to be used so much as like a live looper. It's more for getting your ideas down. So if you're a songwriter, or if you just want to track maybe your progress, if you're working on something specifically and you want to see, okay, I'm going to record this every single day, and then I can listen back and see on day 1 I sounded like this, day 7 like this, day 30 like this. Super handy for something like that. But you are able to record over top of an existing recording. So let's say you record a chord progression and you want to add a little melody idea over top of it. You can record over top and just layer the recordings like that. Totally something you can do. So what I'm going to do to illustrate this recording function is I'm going to take this guitar out onto my patio. Now I live in the city and it's quite loud as soon as I step outside of my apartment. So totally unrealistic for me to go out there and record something. But because this thing has that onboard recorder, I can go sit out there, I can go anywhere, and I can record my ideas, and we're gonna get really clean, nice audio from it. Now the final feature of this guitar, which is really cool, is it's actually got a built-in mic preamp. So if I flip the guitar upside down, and let me actually get rid of our line out here. Okay, so if we flip the guitar upside down like this, on the back here, actually I gotta kind of turn it like this. On the back, we actually have this right here, and basically we have volume, treble, bass, and mids, and this is separate from what the guitar itself is doing. This allows us to actually plug a microphone into here if we want, as long as we have the correct adapter. So you can totally use the adapter that they supply. You just gotta make sure you have the right cable, so XLR to that 1/4 inch to be able to put the mic right into there. Alternatively, you can actually plug another guitar into this guitar and use it as an amplifier. And actually, if you wanted to, let's say you're playing with a friend, the guitar here, this guitar, will still come through the speaker, as well as the guitar that you plug into this will also come through the speaker. So you'll totally be able to use this thing as a mini portable amp at the same time. And also on top of that, if I use the recording function, it's gonna record both the guitar and whatever I plug into the preamp as well. So this can be super handy if you do want to plug a microphone into there. You can play some chords and sing a song idea and record it. All of that's going to be in there. It includes the reverb too. The reverb also gets recorded on both sides, but I'm not really a singer. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to plug my guitar directly into here, and I'm going to let you hear what it sounds like through the speaker. So we'll need to grab this same adapter here, and I'm going to plug it into the back right there. And I just kind of got these settings here just pretty flat. I don't want to go too crazy with it. And then I'm just going to plug a regular guitar cable that's going to go directly into my guitar right into the adapter. Okay, so we got things kind of precariously balanced here. The guitar is on my lap right here, and the speaker is just facing up. Again, we're only using this microphone to record it because it is a small speaker. It's not like it's going to sound like a big full amp that we're close miking. So just keep that in mind. So I'm not using any pedals or anything there. That's just the guitar straight in on the neck pickup. And then I'm just using the reverb that's built into this guitar. And all of that is just coming right through that speaker. Now it is important to note with this mic preamp here, if you open up this little hatch on the back, you can access the preamp. And there's a little selector here that allows you to choose between line in and mic. So if you're going to use a microphone with it, then make sure it's set to mic. And if you're going to use an instrument with it, then just make sure that it is set to line. Now the next thing that I want to talk about is the difference between these two models right here. Now they might look very, very similar, and there might be a little bit of color difference, but essentially they're the exact same in many ways. All the functions are the exact same. The only difference is that this one here is steel string, so it's gonna feel and sound like a typical acoustic guitar. And this here is the nylon string version. So I believe on their website, this one is called acoustic with steel strings, and then this one is called classic. So like classical guitar, I guess, but classic is the nylon string one. And obviously the strings are different. That's going to be one difference, but it's important to note that the neck profiles are very, very different. So this is a typical acoustic guitar neck profile. The nut width specifically, so right there, our nut width is quite a bit more narrow when compared to a classical guitar. So this one here, the nut width is much wider, which if you are not used to that, it's gonna feel very, very weird. Also, the neck itself is chunkier, which is just closer to being like a true classical guitar. So that's really the main thing that you wanna be paying attention to if you are gonna choose between the two. I'll quickly let you hear the nylon string version. I'm not a classical guitar player. The last time I played a nylon string guitar, I might've been 10 years old, my very, very first guitar. So I apologize in advance for how this is gonna sound, but this is what it sounds like. So last but not least, I just want to go over the case itself and then what comes in the case. So the case looks like this. It's got backpack straps on the back if you want to carry it on your back. Handle on the side here. I apologize for the sound jingling around, it might be loud. And then on the inside, you've got two pouches here. And these hold like the sides of the guitar along with the extra accessories. And then you've got the two Velcro pieces here, and this kind of holds the guitar in place. I'm gonna keep this here, this little foam block. I suggest you do too because it kind of keeps the guitar protected from itself when it is folded up. So I am gonna hang on to this. And then over here, we've got another little pocket for some extra stuff. Now, as far as what came in there, I believe there are different packages, so some of them come with less stuff, just the essentials. This one of them at least came with all the stuff. It was their full package. So it came with this headstock protector. We've also got this strap here, pretty standard leather strap. To be honest, this feels like any Levi's strap that I've used. I assume it's actually leather. I'm not 100% sure. Feels like it is. And then we've got our power adapter. So the guitar, I think it takes about 3 hours to charge the guitar. And then on a charge, that's gonna give you, according to their website, like 6 hours straight of playing, which is pretty good, honestly. And then obviously, if you're going to not be playing the guitar for that long, there's a sleep mode. So if you press the on-off button once, it just goes to sleep, saves some power. Alternatively, if you're gonna put the guitar away for a bit, you can just hold the power button down and it actually turns it off. And then we also have this bag full of goodies, and I've already gotten in here because I needed to use that adapter, but one thing in there, that adapter, so you've got the male 1/8 inch to female 1/4 inch adapter here. There's this guy right here, which I believe is for a battery, an external battery, so it goes USB-C. Not 100% sure. I think that's what their website said. Then we've got USB-C cable right there. And that comes with the little dongle here, which this is specifically for iOS devices. And then we've got their strap buttons right there. And then up next, this was just the package that one adapter came with, an extra set of strings. So whether you get the steel string acoustic ones or you decide to go with the nylon strings, they do come with an extra pack of strings. And then the last thing is just a little bit of paperwork. So there's like a setup guide, and then the product warranty card. And then there are a few picks. So these aren't exactly the types of picks that I personally would use, but if you do like picks, it comes with a bunch of picks. You want to try them out, different shapes. And then an Allen key for adjusting the action. Very important if you want to adjust the truss rod. All right, so that's gonna do it for this video. Big thank you to Mogabi for sending these guitars over. It's always fun to try something new, and these things are definitely different from guitars that I've used before. I think if you're somebody who travels a lot and you wanna be able to take a guitar with you on your carry-on, I think something like this is great because it's lightweight, packs down really small, and it's very easy to record and keep track of all of your ideas as well. If you do have any questions about either of these two guitars, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to come down there and answer them for you. If you are interested in these guitars, I'll make sure to put Mogabi's website at the top of the description of this video so you can feel free to check them out. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button, and please also consider subscribing to the channel here on YouTube. I release a new guitar video just like this one every single week. With all that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.